Hi everyone, I'm Tom. This is my channel, A Slice of Space. We're going to be explaining space, and I'm going to explain more at the end of this video. Right now though, we're going to talk about the two different space shuttles. The American-built Space Shuttle Orbiter and the Russian Buran Space Shuttle. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's also called Snowstorm. As a first episode, we're not going to go too far into science or history. This is just a little rundown of what they were planned to do and just a brief little history behind it. So, little disclaimer, I don't work for NASA. Most of this knowledge is from my own research time. I will try and cite some information down below so you can have a little read about it. I'm nowhere an expert in this, and I'm just assumed doing this in my free time. While I would like to work for NASA one day, I don't believe I have the ability to, and that crushes me. Anyway, back to the space shuttle. The Space Shuttle Orbiter, made by the Americans, was built to take payloads into space so they could be returned again with the original craft. So you could, in theory, release a satellite in space, leave that satellite in space, and then come into the atmosphere and land. Kind of like what Elon Musk wants to do, except a lot more complicated and more expensive. Where Elon Musk's is a nice, organised system that works, I think, surprisingly well. There was two countries that made this type of shuttle. There was America and Russia, like I've said before. But the American one was the most well-known, whereas the Russian one was very, very not known about. There was one flight of the Russian space shuttle where there was about 140. I'm going to put the actual number on screen about now. At the American space shuttle that flew. Now, I don't have enough time to talk about every single space shuttle mission in this episode. I don't even have enough time to talk about the Russian shuttle mission during this video. But I'd like to talk about those, so I'm going to try and release those every weekish, aiming for a video about once a week. So, the space shuttle, or the space shuttles, both work on the same idea of looking like taking a plane type thing into space, releasing it in space with a small amount of fuel. They release the payload, like the Hubble telescope in the space shuttle, and then it uses its thrusters retrograde, and it comes back into the Earth, all with enough precision to land on a runway. America's design was the first, and it was difficult. It was way too large. That's mainly because of the military. The military wanted the space shuttle quite a lot because they thought we could send stuff into space that'd be military based, like spy satellites, and then they pulled out last second with their funding. So they got kind of planted with a very large space shuttle with absolutely no use to it. That's why the Hubble telescope is perfectly able to fit in the back of the space shuttle when it could actually be smaller and still do the same job. But oh well. Whereas the Braun program only had one flight, and it was officially never cancelled. It's still an actual program, except for the dissolution of the Soviet Union led to all the funding drying up on that plan. So while there has never been another flight, there could be one. Kind of unlikely with all of the Braun space shuttles kind of destroyed. There was a building collapse that fell on one, and they're not in the good they're not in a good shape. Anyway, I'm going to talk a bit more about this channel now, because I feel like that's kind of needed in the first video. This channel is called A Slice of Space, and that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a slice of information about space each week. And it'll be talking about the endeavours of people that would like to go into space as well. We'll be discussing the maths, science, and we'll be doing experiments. And I'd like to make you and me just a little bit more knowledgeable about space, because that's what I feel like people would like to learn about. So please do join me on that endeavour by hitting that sub button down below and clicking like. Alright, thank you for this. Bye.